We're good. We're good and ready to start this shit. Are we not?
Apparently yes.
Great, wonderful.
There's only two of us.
I
We
only
can
got
do
one
whatever
mag.
we want.
Okay, everybody who's watching, this is the first time we're gonna try this talk kind of thing while we're playing No More Room in Hell. Basically, both of us got three different topics on which we would like to talk about with one another, and we're gonna try to get all of them done. Is that right?
Welcome to Late Night Zombie Talk Show.
That's good. We can go. Mine. Okay, so I guess you should start. And
Well, yeah, I've been thinking about lots of topics, and since we're playing No More Room in Hell, I think we can talk about zombies and shit. You know, like for starters, and you know that Walking Dead, you know, is coming up like October 12th. Yeah, am I right?
yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And I wanted to ask you know, maybe that would be like an occasional question to ask, but if you had to choose between characters of Walking Dead, you know, who would you leave to survive the zombie apocalypse? If you had to choose if you had to choose only one character.
Oh god, that is a difficult question. I guess my first choice would be Daryl.
Yeah, definitely.
Because Daryl is just a badass. I mean, if I'd stick with Daryl, I had like the most chance of surviving whatever comes down on me. Oh god, look at that.
One mag left.
Yeah. So
Yeah, if I left Daryl alive, he would probably just save my ass 24/7. But that is like talking about the means of survival. If I'd say like you can choose, it's hard to talk. I mean, I guess it depends on what are you looking in a zombie apocalypse. Like if you're not only looking for survival, then my choice would be different. For example, if I want to be a father, then obviously I would probably pick Carl. If I wanted to bang, I would probably leave, I don't know, Michonne maybe. Because I don't think there are any hot girls Walking Dead at the moment. Or I haven't played or I haven't watched for a while. But yeah, that's my answer.
that's your answer.
I guess my choice would be Daryl.
Well, yeah, you know, since we're talking about survival, and you know he's got a lot of skills under her hunting squirrels, you know, doing his best with that crossbow, you know.
Yeah, I would
Being
love
like-
to try his squirrel salad.
Square salad. You know,
That
that'd be
sounds
great.
delicious. That's,
You know, he's like a Robin Hood of the zombie apocalypse. You know,
that
brings
doesn't
all-
really make sense since Robin Hood was kind of steal from the rich and give to the poor, you know. And I don't really know.
Well, let's assume the zombies are the rich, and the survivors are the poor.
You're not making sense like at all.
I'm trying, DilDrill.
Yeah, and what about you? Which character would you choose? And you can't choose Daryl because I already picked him.
Yeah. Well, apart from choosing Daryl, I would choose. I guess. Well, now that I have to think about it, I think it'd probably be. I forgot his name. Oh yeah, Herschel.
Herschel? Oh yeah.
And you know, he's something that you want to stick around, you know, and since he's really intelligent, you know, and when you have some hard times, you know, he's there to help you out and you know to like.
Yeah, well,
support.
he's basically a medic, and he could like fix you,
Yeah, yeah.
no matter the damage. Well, I guess the damage matters, but
Yeah, as long as he has both of his legs, you know, that would be great.
okay. Well, what would you choose if, let's say, one-legged Herschel or one-armed Daryl?
Oh, dude.
I mean, Daryl can't use his crossbow with one arm, so it's pretty.
I think I would still stick around with Herschel. I don't know why. It just as I don't know. It just looks more positive to me, you know.
Okay, that sounds fair, I guess. I mean, I'm not into old men, but to each his own.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a kind of weird way to conclude, but
So now it's my turn, right?
yeah.
Okay, so my question for you is, I tried to ask this question. I tried to ask Mark this question on his stream last night, but obviously I didn't get a reply. If you could transfer your being into one horror video game, and I mean, wouldn't want to, but had to, which one would you choose, and why would you choose that game?
Well, I remember you asked me the same question yesterday since we
Yeah,
were.
and you can't pick Five Nights at Freddy's because that just doesn't make sense.
Well, I have my reason for it, you know. Why did I wanted to pick Five Nights at Freddy's? Just because, unlike all the other games, you know, you have your chance of escape, you know, because in the most horror games, you're basically fucked and you have no chance of escaping. And Five Nights at Freddy's kind of keeps it all a little bit real, you know, and it's your job to work the night shift, and you know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's like a lot of horror games where you can actually escape.
Well, I don't kind of remember many games right now that you can actually, you know, go real and escape, you know. So yeah, and like I don't know, I think Corpse Party is kind of.
Well, that game is creepy.
Yeah, it's creepy, you know, but you know it's called a horror game for a reason, you know. But I think either Corpse Party or Five Nights at Freddy's, because I know a lot about Corpse Party. I played a lot of them, and I think I would know what to do in Corpse Party, and you know.
Well,
So
that's
yeah.
fair.
And what about you?
Well, if I had to transfer my entire being into one video game, I would probably choose The Last of Us.
The Last of Us. All
Yeah.
right.
Well, basically, well, first of all, the scenery is amazing. I fell in love with that game just because of its scenery, and that's the first thing. And the second thing is, well, you basically have a safe spot anytime you want. I mean, you can be all Joe-like and travel around the country and risk your life and all that, but if you wish, you can just stay in a quarantine zone with other people, and you don't even have to leave and like experience the apocalypse at its full force, you know.
Yeah.
It's like if you get bored, then sure, yeah, you can like leave and there's two zombies left. I think we should like go out.
Yeah.
I mean, like if you get tired of living a boring life, then you can always leave. Maybe meet your heroic demise in the hands of a fungal zombie or something. But if that's too hardcore for you, you can always just stay in a quarantine zone and live a calm life. I mean, rations are hard, but you know, you can handle it.
Yeah. All right. So okay. I think so. I guess it's my turn to ask.
Yep.
Okay, but wait a minute. We got some trouble in here.
I got an axe.
You got an axe?
I got an axe.
Wow. Well, that's some. You've got some news, DilDrill. You always stick to the same weapon. Yeah.
Axe is badass.
What can you describe? Do you have a movie that you really loved and expected to have a sequel, but unfortunately it is not likely to happen or it won't happen, you know, at all?
Aragon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely,
Yeah,
man, definitely.
They kind of fucked over Aragon at the first movie, and it
Yeah.
and it was a complete disaster for the box office, and they decided not to do a sequel.
Yeah,
But
man, this
I
is so
mean,
disappointing. You know,
yeah.
I expected Eldest, you know, to come up like in 2 years or so, but
I mean, I really loved the book, but the movie was kind of empty. It was not like the book at all. I mean, it followed the storyline, but I expected more from a book that good.
well, it looked kind of cheap for me. You know, the whole film. You know, it's kind of
Well,
it,
I think it was good for its time. I mean, Aragon was what, 2007,
kind of
2000.
like that. Kind of like
I
that.
don't remember. It's somewhere between 2004 and 2007, I think.
I
Maybe.
think we were like 12 when
I
we.
I have no idea when the movie came out. But yeah, I think we were like 12 or 13 when we read the books and saw the movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Something like
yeah,
that.
yeah, that's the one that I'm sad about. Oh, and also the animated movie The Iron Giant, because they made the movie to have a sequel. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
getting out of here. This is boring. They made the movie kind of to have a sequel,
Yeah.
but since it's the oh, I'm infected.
Get in. Get in.
Nah, fuck it. We're just sitting there and doing nothing. They kind of made the movie to have a sequel because at the end of The Iron Giant, he kind of reassembles himself and makes everybody aware that he's not dead and he's gonna come back. But the movie didn't do so well on its release, and I think it like went straight to DVD, and only its true potential was unlocked only in the DVD because a lot of people actually bought and rented the movie, but pretty
Yeah.
much almost compared to other movies, practically no one went to see it in the cinema, so that's why they didn't go to the plans for Iron Giant 2, so that's pretty sad as well. What about you? What movie would you like to see?
I was thinking about Aragon. And Aragon was the one who got the most emotions out of me. You know, the most anger that they do not have any sequel. You know, uh, that's really disappointing, man. I don't know. You know, is something. You know, as I said, Eldest is something that I really want to see. You know? And the creators, the directors should really reconsider, you know, because I think there are way more people like us, you know, that are expecting a sequel, and
Yeah, well, they are expecting a sequel, but did you know that the majority of people would probably not go to the movie because they didn't like the first part, and they would be discouraged to go see that atrocity again?
atrocity.
That's just how it works.
Yeah, I know, and it kind of sucks, you know.
Yeah, it does.
So,
I
yeah.
only got one mag.
Is it my turn now?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a gun upstairs on the table. I'm going to get the sniper and get the gun if you want to.
I have a solo.
Okay, my second topic was in a scenario where a zombie apocalypse happens, what would be your list of actions? Like, imagine if you're really in a zombie apocalypse and now you have to survive somehow. And I need a precise plan of action. What would you do to survive? Imagine that your relatives are like on some vacation in Hawaii and they're safe because it's an island and it's quarantine time. It's just you, no friends, and what would you do?
Well, first of all, you know, like, step one would be, I guess, is about your hideout. The first thing that you need to know, that you need to sort out is your hideout. I don't know, logically. And when you have done your hideout thing, you can probably, or at the same time as you're sorting out your hideout, you're making some, you know, improvements and some armored, you know, walls. Probably you can go and search for the supplies and weapons, you know. I think that first you should think about the defense, and then you know, since if you are in trouble, you will always have your hideout.
Yeah, and what if it gets overrun? I mean, what if there's like 50,000 zombies surrounding your hideout and you have food for like a week?
Well,
Ah,
you know.
shit.
I think you have probably shown an option, shown a solution if your hideout gets overrun by zombies.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, so you know, there's nothing pretty much that you can do if the shit hits the fan, you know.
Yeah. My list of actions would be first, if I like wake up and there's a zombie apocalypse and my roommate's dead and my like school friends are dead and everybody's dead. First thing I do is find a big backpack, because that is a thing you need in a zombie apocalypse. First thing you need is a huge ass backpack. Next one, I would find something big and sharp, like not too heavy, but like big and sharp. And it like, for example, a crowbar would not do, because a crowbar is bent. If you hit someone with a crowbar and it gets lodged in their skull and it's hard to pull out, it's not a good weapon, and it would probably kill you faster than it would save you. However, like something like a machete or an axe, that's a different thing, I guess. That's awesome. So I guess my first point of action would be to find a big backpack and something big and sharp to kill zombies with. Next, I have a lot of canned food right now. I'm like prepared for a zombie apocalypse 24/7. But the second thing I would look for is food that is sustainable. That doesn't go bad in a week, like food that you could keep for like a year or two, like canned food. You can find those like in shops. If there's like a military merchandise shop, you can even find food that lasts even longer than 2 years, and that is basically an essential thing. The third thing I would look for is either a car.
Yeah.
Which isn't like a Ferrari. I would look for like a hatchback maybe, or maybe a Jeep, something
a Hummer.
Or a Hummer, something that wouldn't get stuck on every single fucking pebble you find on the zombie apocalyptic roads.
Yeah.
What else? A car, a bag, a weapon, food. Probably a map would do me good. Water.
Yeah, the local map always helps out.
Shoes. I would find comfortable shoes that would last, because that is one of the things. I mean, people don't think about these kind of things. Oh, I would find an M16 and 50 grenades, and I'd be fine. But yeah, those little details. I mean, if your shoes are fucked and your feet are getting fucked because of your fucked shoes. Yeah, that just spells trouble. I mean, if you can't run, then that's basically one of the things.
Yeah, the equipment, you know.
Yeah, clothes,
organize
shoes,
your equipment.
backpack, weapon, canned food, water, map, and I would never stay in one place for longer than one night.
Well, yeah, now that that's basically the basic stuff that you do in DayZ.
Like, it's more dangerous than to stay in one place, but eventually it might save your life, I guess, because my zombie scenario is somewhat of zombies like feeling living meat, so they eventually just find the smell and hoard up. So if you would like pick one place, even if it has many exits, if you could like pick one place and stay there, you're eventually gonna get your exits blocked, and that just spells hunger and eating my own food and then dying eventually.
Yeah, eating your own
So
food.
I would rather take my chances with bandits on the road. If those decide to appear, then I would face starvation or dehydration in one place. So yeah.
Well, you have it all pretty planned up.
Yeah, I actually have a list on my wall at home. Fuck, I didn't bring it. I'm fucking Denmark. I have a list that, you know, tells me what to do in case of a zombie apocalypse.
Well, yeah.
And a god prophesized flood. I have a list for that too. I mean, if Noah was prepared, then why the fuck shouldn't I be?
Okay.
Yeah. If you could choose one realistic superpower, which one would you choose and why? Specifically that one.
I think teleportation would be really good.
Teleportation?
Yeah, instant teleportation. You know, Because I think for me personally, it would
Stalker
get most.
teen girls. Yes, we all know what your dreams are. What's the second power you would choose after teleportation? You get to do this like 3 times.
Second power.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I think maybe. Damn, that.
Where did you
know,
go?
I'm looking for. I just go upstairs.
Okay. Second power, go.
Second power. I think. Just bend one of the elements. That'd be great. Some magic shit. Something like that. I don't know why. Just want to be badass.
Magic.
Magic.
You
yes.
consider magic a superpower.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm a big Harry Potter fan. Come on.
Yeah, but I wouldn't consider magic a superpower though.
Okay, I think then it will be like maybe super strength, something like that.
That would something I would choose as well.
Super strength.
Super strength is badass. And what would be your third power that you would choose?
Oh crap! You're so generous. I think that thing like in a. Wait a minute. Let me remember the movie. How is the movie called with Bradley Cooper? The one from
Limitless.
Angle. Limitless. Yes. Something like that. To.
Wait,
have
like super intellect.
Yeah.
You couldn't think of saying super intellect.
Yeah, well, I wanted to specialize. That I wanted to remember the movie.
Your English is poor.
I wanted to.
I don't know what are we supposed to do. This is weird. Okay, my superpowers. What would be my superpowers? My superpowers would be being able to induce an orgasm into a girl by the power of glance.
What?
Yeah, that's something I would love to have. Like you're going down the street and there's this really hot chick like going down the street. You just look at her.
It's like a Captain
collapses.
Orgasmo, like Orgasmo.
Yeah, it's kind of that way, but he had to carry a really heavy gun on his arm.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be awesome. I mean, I just look at her and she collapses, moaning. That would be freaking awesome.
Okay. What's
That
your
would
next?
be my first one. My next one.
Please don't tell me that it's similar to the first one.
It was similar, but then I think, come on, enough is enough. Let me think. The ability of flight sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Like if I could fly, like I wouldn't, I would like not like Angel. I wouldn't want to have a big ass pigeon wings on my back.
Bird wings.
Just like, oh, I got it. Did you watch the movie The Chronicle? With
Yeah.
these three
Yeah.
dudes that got these psychic powers.
Yes.
That is the power I would love to have.
Fuck, I would want to have the same power.
Because at first they could just like move Legos and all that, but eventually they were capable of flight, of shields, of moving fucking cars. That's amazing.
Yeah, like.
I would love that. Okay, so orgasm glands, brain power, and my third one would be I don't know, probably like being in control of time. Like being able to control the time stream, like backwards, forwards, stop, pause and stuff.
Well, you've seen the butterfly effect, yeah.
Yeah.
If you play too much with the time, like a lot of shit could happen. you know, something could change, you know, completely. I don't know. Oh,
Yes.
so we gotta.
But there is an awesome paradox about in the change of time stream. I mean, look, every single time when they do something, like if they travel back to the past and they do something to change the time stream, right?
Yeah.
And then they come back into their present time and they're like, oh fuck, everything's changed and I hate this. This is awful, right?
Yeah.
But that is actually impossible. Because not because time travel is impossible. I mean, if time travel was possible, the fact that they wouldn't like the present is impossible. The fact that they could differentiate between what they had and have now is impossible. Because when they changed the time stream, their past self, who is still being present in that past stream of time, he lived a different stream, a different timeline. And eventually he came to be the person that someday traveled back in time, eventually deleting everything that came up to that moment except for the new memories. Which is why if you are in a white world and you go back and you change something and you come back and it's black world, you wouldn't feel any difference, because if you actually change something in the past, the actual you would have lived in the black world for the entire time and you would have never known the white world. So when you come back, you wouldn't see a difference.
Yeah.
So that's actually why time travel is relevant. I mean, you can't change the past and affect the present, because when you change the past, the present changes as well, but your perception remains, your perception of the time that has passed, it changes. I mean, for example, if I lose a leg when I'm 12,
Yeah.
and then eventually time travel is invented, and I can go back in time and prevent the accident from happening, when I come back into the present and I have both of my legs, I won't feel happy about it, because the timeline that I have lived for my entire life is the one that I had my leg in. Oh, that
Oh
worked.
shit! I blew up the fucking.
You sacrificed.
Yeah. All right.
I don't have any guns there. So yeah, that's a paradox of time, one of the paradoxes that I love so much. And I think we've been recording for like an hour or so, so I think that is enough for today.
Yeah, I guess we made a shitload of progress in game as well as in conversation.
Yeah.
And,
Thank you for your questions. Hopefully we will do this again, because this was really, really fun.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it, and you know, I really look forward to do something like that, you know, again in the future.
So thank you for watching, whoever was watching. This was DilDrill and Cramen, and this was 3 topics for our Sunday playthrough gameplay.
It's like, we should make a name for it.
Maybe sometime. I don't want to press it.
Yeah.
I don't want to push it, because if you push it, you're gonna you're gonna think of something lame.
Yeah.
It'll come to us eventually. I hope. I believe it will.
Yeah. So thank you guys for watching us. You know, like talk basically for a shitload of time. If you made it to the very end, you know, congrats and thanks a lot. You know. So we'll see you in the next video, like next weekend. You know, this is the weekend thing that we do that we're gonna do with DilDrill, I guess. If am I right?
I hope so.
Yeah. So okay, guys. See you on the next one.